Remember that all of this is happening at a time when India has crossed the 2 lakh daily count as far as the fresh COVID-19 cases are concerned. The national numbers are at about 1.5 crores that of the total COVID-19 infected. And all of this has forced states to scramble rather to impose curbs, including weekend lockdowns.
Situation in Chandigarh is also not well, and we are reporting from Sector 22 in front of a Sood Dharamshala that has also turned as a hospital. What we have learned from Chandigarh administration officials, they say that the Sood Dharamshala has also turned as a hospital for the patients of COVID. With the increased number of cases every day, they have been reporting a lot of cases, and with that burden, even in the hospitals, all beds are full in Chandigarh. And the Chandigarh doctors, they say that most of the patients, they are coming from Tri-City, whether from Mohali and Panchkula. That's why there are a lot of patients which have already been admitted in the hospital, and they don't have any option for that. They have also turned one of the Dharamshala as a hospital where a lot of patients have been admitted and getting the treatment. Doctors are visiting here, they are providing them a proper treatment, but it seems that the situation is not good at the ground, and that's why the administration is forced to take decision for even changing that Sood Dharamshala as a hospital, and that's why the patient have been shifted to this Dharamshala for getting the treatment.
We are here in a locality that has been identified as a containment zone by the Chennai Corporation. We are right outside Lakshmanan Street in T Nagar, which has been identified as containment zone. You can see the announcement that has been made here, barricades that have been put up by the Chennai Corporation, making an announcement cautioning people that in this particular street there are people who have tested positive. For the criteria for the containment zones is if a family which is infected due to COVID-19, if there are more than 3 members, then that entire street is identified as a containment zone, and it is identified as a place which has to be isolated. So these are the measures that the Chennai Corporation is putting on ground to ensure and prevent the spread of COVID-19. And apart from that, people wearing masks is something that they are stressing upon, and in most of the places the Chennai Corporation has cautioned people, saying that if they violate COVID-19 protocols, then they will be penalized and fines will be levied on them if they refuse to follow these protocols, or if they are seen violating the protocols. So clearly, multiple strategies are being adopted by the Chennai Corporation to ensure that COVID-19 is brought under control. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, more than 7,000 cases are being reported on a daily basis, and that is a huge cause of concern. The Chennai Corporation is setting up COVID care centers because a lot of people are willing to get themselves admitted after testing positive.
Meanwhile, the Jammu and Kashmir government is also taking strict measures to contain coronavirus. In fact, more than 1,200 cases have been reported from the last 24 hours in Jammu and Kashmir.
With corona spreading its tentacles at a faster pace, the government is taking strict measures. Here at Jammu bus stand, you can see what they are doing. Whosoever is not wearing masks, they are brought here for immediate testing purpose. Reason being, they do not want to take chance, because during the last 24 hours, it has crossed 1,200 mark. 4 people have lost their lives. Jammu and Udaipur continue to remain the worst affected district. And here you can see the taxi union people. They are also helping police and administration in this purpose. Here is a boy, he was not wearing mask, so he was brought out to this place. They will take his full record. They will properly go for testing. And after that, he'll be allowed to board a bus, because reason has been that many travelers have been found to be positive. And that's one of the reasons that they are not taking any chance. Besides this, they're also imposing heavy fine on people who are not wearing masks, and also trying to generate awareness, because the main thrust is for the government is that they are going for testing, they are going for tracking, they are going for treating. So they will be testing them, they'll be keeping a proper track of them. You can see here the proper record is being maintained, where he is come from, where he is going, and he is also being brought over this place. Initially, some of them were hesitant, but then they are making them sure that they have to go for the test because they do not want whosoever is coming to the bus stand, because this bus stand is connected with many districts of this region. And from here, the people will be going to different places. They do not want that these people to be career and they are going to be spreaded in longer run. So that is one of the reasons they are trying to, in fact, block virus at the initial stage. And you can see, we'll be talking to some of the taxi union people. किन किन लोगों को आप फाइन कर रहे हैं, करवा रहे हैं, और जो लोग जो टेस्टिंग हो रही है?
अभी तक सर फाइन कोई नहीं करवाया, तो सब टेस्ट करवा रहे हैं।
टेस्ट करवा रहे हैं। जिन्होंने मास्क नहीं पहना
उनको फाइन करेंगे। अभी वो बिल बुक नहीं, हिसाब को नहीं आया, फिलहाल उन्होंने बोला कि टेस्ट करो उनका।
At least 9 students from a tuition center in Srinagar tested positive yesterday. Now schools have been shut, exams have been postponed, and classwork is suspended, but tuition centers continue to function. Now this has brought a question mark on the ongoing classes in these tuition centers where students sit neck to neck and study. Now this is one of the popular student area where several tuition centers are located. Now the students continue to pour in these tuition centers, but one has to see that will the administration take any action and prevent these classes and see and monitor whether there is social distancing happening, because at the same time schools are closed, classes up to 12th are shut, but tuition centers continue to remain function in Jammu and Kashmir despite growing number of COVID-19 positive cases.